Yeah. So as I was explaining, your final project would be just an essay of minimum of 10 pages of the concepts we learned in the class and how you're going to apply that in order to succeed regarding service quality. So it's going to be a practical explanation. Sure. So who has the next question? Any questions, any comments, any thoughts, anything you want to explain or you want me to explain on any topic? If you do not have any questions, then I will play a video on service quality. This session is for your questions. The whole purpose with this extra session is just for you guys to ask if you have any questions. So if you don't think you have any questions, I can start playing a video on service quality for you. Any questions? Okay. It seems nobody has any questions, so let's go ahead and watch this video.
Now, you want to do well today in business, right? You want to survive, you want to succeed, you want to grow, you want to thrive. To do that, you need to be excellent in a number of categories. Category number one, you've got to have today an excellent product. P-R-O-D-U-C-T, please write it down. You've got to have a great product. Whether it's tractors or telephones, insurance policies or medical procedures, your product has got to be real good, better than good, because your competitors are. Take a look at the PC business. Who was the first company that had excellent PCs? IBM. Today, how many companies have got great PCs? Lots, and they're all assembled here in Malaysia. Yeah, everybody's got excellent products today. It's not enough to succeed any longer. Now you need to not only have an excellent product, you've also got to have a way of getting your product to the customer. A system for delivering your product that's also excellent. I call it an excellent delivery system. Please write it down. Delivery system. And it's got to be excellent. Now, IBM used to have a better delivery system than anybody. It was called the man from IBM. He wore the white shirt and the red tie and the blue suit. And he used to come to your office and sell, install, maintain, train on how to use the computer. Nobody could beat the man from IBM. Until along came a 23-year-old, kind of overweight American college student in Austin, Texas, named Michael Dell. Michael said, pick up the phone and give me a call. Tell me how you want your computer configured. How big do you want the hard drive? How fast do you want the modem? How big do you want the screen? How big is the... Tell me what software you want to have loaded. We'll take care of it. We'll do it for you. We'll put it in a box. We'll ship it to you by Federal Express. It'll arrive on your doorstep by 10:30 in the morning. Take it out of the box, put it on the table, plug it in, turn it on. Who needs the man from IBM? What happened to IBM's stock price? What happened to Michael Dell's stock price? But you know what? The computers are the same. In fact, Michael Dell promises you that his computers are IBM compatible. But here's a full-page ad from your Newspaper Times yesterday, and it says, when you want megahertz and megabytes without megabucks, who should you call? Michael Dell. How can he do that? How can he give you more for less? He's got a better delivery system. But you know what? IBM's not stupid. Today, you can buy from IBM a little division called IBM PC Direct. You call them on the telephone. You tell them how you want the computer configured. You tell them what software you want loaded. They'll ship it to you by Federal. Right. So when your product is excellent and their product is excellent, when your delivery system is great and your competitor's delivery system is great, how are you going to stand out? You got to have excellent. Yeah, write it down. Oh, but wait. Don't you need a product in order to serve your customer, yes or no? Don't you need to have a delivery system to get your product to the customer, yes or no? So what are we talking about here that's different from this and this? People, that's right. We're talking about the human side. Now, what do people have that products and delivery systems don't have? I'll give you a hint. And hearts, right? Minds. The ability to think, the ability to anticipate, the ability to go the extra mile. I call it a service mindset. Service mindset, a way of thinking, a way of instinctively responding to a situation. And you know what? This category is so important that it can overcome temporary problems in these two categories. It's also so crucial that if you mess it up in this category, it can destroy an enormous investment in these two categories. Let me give you two real examples. Happened to me. I live in Singapore. I've been based there for the past 8 years. I train all around the region and all around the world. Every once in a while, a new restaurant opens up. Recently in Singapore, there's a new sandwich shop, a delicatessen they call it. You can buy your sandwiches there. It opened up. I said to some of my colleagues, let's go try the new sandwich shop. They said, you try first. Tell us how it is. One brave soul said, I'll go with you. Off we went for lunch to the new sandwich shop. We walked up to the door. As we got to the front door, a young man named Michael comes over. Hi, my name is Michael. How are you today? Is it your first time here? We were like, I thought he was on drugs or something, you know. Yeah, first time. He said, come on, let me get you a good seat. He sat us down over by the window, brought us water, brought us the menu, said, take a moment, look at the menu, choose anything you want, I'll get it to you right away. Okay, yeah, sure. Wow, this guy is switched on. Now, I'm a vegetarian, so I ordered the vegetable platter. My colleague ordered the tuna salad sandwich. Michael said, terrific, I got your order, I'll be right back. Ran to the kitchen. Moments later, came out with our lunch. We started to eat. My vegetable platter was great. My friend was not so thrilled with his tuna salad sandwich. About 5 minutes later, Michael came back and said, how is everything? How is it? I said, oh, Michael, it's good. It tastes delicious. My friend said, okay. Michael noticed. Said, sir, I can tell there's something about that sandwich that isn't quite what you were hoping it was going to be. If you don't mind, I'll be happy to replace it for something else. And my friend is, no, it's okay. Michael persisted. He said, no, really, if you don't mind, I'll point out my favorite sandwich on the menu. If you'll let me replace it for you, I'm sure you're going to love it. My friend said, oh, okay. Michael took that tuna salad sandwich, ripped it back to the kitchen, Moments later, he comes flying out of the kitchen. He's got the replacement sandwich. He puts it down in front of my friend and says, here, try this. 3 minutes later, he circles around again to my friend and says, how's the sandwich? My friend says, good, good, thank you. Michael said, you know, the most important thing for us is that you are happy. I said, thank you, thank you. Now, we finished our lunch, and we left a nice big tip for Michael. We went back to the office, and our friends said, how's the new sandwich shop? What do you think we said, good or bad? Good, but don't order the... You see, the service was so good, it overcame a temporary problem in the product category. The opposite is also true. Bad service mindset can mess it up.
Okay. So let's pause here. Okay, so let's see if you have any other questions now before we continue watching this movie by Ron Kaufman on service quality. Okay, any questions, any comments? If you have any questions, we can deal with the questions, answer them, and cover them. Otherwise, we continue watching this video. This is a good video on service quality and gives us some summary of what we have taught in some of the concepts and aspects of service quality. So, any questions? Feel free to ask as many questions as you have, because this session is just for you to ask your questions. I added this extra session for you to be able to ask your questions. So the most important concept of service quality is the following. Continuous improvement, that's true. Total employee involvement, continuous training, teamwork, empowerment, top management, commitment and support, democratic management style, customer, citizen satisfaction, culture change. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, that's a very good framework. You can talk about these, and then explain how you are going to do that in your career. Don't forget that. I want a practical example. I don't want just general concepts. I want you to tell me how you are going to do that in your work. So give me examples of your work, of your experience. Don't give me any book example. So that's the most important concept of the project. So this is a good outline. Yeah, you can absolutely outline it like that. Everybody can use their own outline and then explain it. So yeah, that's a great outline, sure. So who has the next question? Any other questions, comments, suggestions? If not, I continue playing the video. No questions? Okay. No problem. Let's go watch it. See the part 2.
About 5 years ago, I was teaching a class for some senior staff, sophisticated people, and about halfway through the morning, I noticed there was a very attractive Singaporean in the group who needed extensive tutorial assistance. So I ended up marrying her. We were dating for a while, and I wanted to ask her to marry me. I wanted to pop the question, you know, will you marry? So I thought, well, I'll make a big deal of it. I invited her to go out to dinner with me to the most expensive French restaurant in Singapore. This place is so expensive that when they give the menu to the women, there's no prices listed on their menu. True. Guys, if you ever find yourself at one of those restaurants, be prepared for serious damage right there in your wallet. Now, she knew that something special, I have a special question I want to ask you. So she got all dressed up. And we go to the restaurant. The environment, it is so elegant. The maître d', he is so sophisticated. The menu, it is so expensive. The food, it is so delicious. But all night long, the waiter, he was a jerk. I'm saying, excuse me, he could ignore me. Then things get romantic, you know, we're talking, and the waiter's right there. Get out of here, man, get out of here. My fiance wore something, you know, a little bit revealing, right? So he positions himself right there. Yes, I'll take your order and get out of here, you. Now, the next day, people knew I was taking her out there. They said, how did it go? I said, good news, bad news. They said, huh? I said, the good news is, she said yes. And, oh, Ron, congratulations, you're going to get married. She's the right girl for you. What's the bad news? I said, gee, wait there. He was a jerk. Now, let me ask you a question. Will I ever go back to that restaurant? Yes or no? No. Will I suggest to my friends that they should go? No. And you know what? Michael, the waiter, I'm sure is long gone. But what do I remember? One guy, lousy service mindset, overwhelms and destroys the investment in a fabulous French product and impeccable delivery system. Now, I want you to talk to your partner for a second. I got a quick question for you. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 is woohoo, 1 is yuck. How do your customers rate you in terms of your product, your systems for delivery, and your service mindset? Turn to your partner. You got 15 seconds. Go.
Okay. Okay. So, any other questions? Zabiola, you're the only one left in the class. So, if you have any questions, we can cover that. Otherwise, we can finish the class if you want. You don't have to stay in the class anymore. Nobody's in the class. Do you have any questions, Mr. Zabiola? Any questions or comments? Okay, so I translated your silence that you don't have any questions, so no problem. Thank you for attending the class. The whole intention of this class was to cover your questions and nobody was in the class, so let's just finish it then. Okay, so thank you so much for the semester. I thank everybody that is not in the class, but I hope that you have enjoyed the class and you find the concepts we talked about beneficial and useful. So make sure that you send me the project by the end of next week, and I wish you all the best and hope I can see you in the next courses. Okay? Take care and have a nice week.